Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. And listen, man, we got ourselves one nice hot topic tonight involving the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. We have Nikola Jokic versus Anthony Edwards live and direct. It don't get no better than this, ladies and gentlemen. This is really what everybody wants to see. I think that these two teams could very well see each other in the conference finals. Only time will tell. I don't think we knew Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves was going to be coming soon, but we didn't know that they was going to be here and arrive this fast, in the Western Conference. Listen, Minnesota could very well meet this team in the conference finals, I repeat, and who knows? I remember when Minnesota first got into the playoffs, when Anthony Edwards was there. They lost to John Morant and company. It was a wild, crazy situation. But, I mean, it is what it is. This time around, when he does get back to the postseason, it looked like he's going to be armored up, and ready to go with this new, squad. Anthony Edwards is not to mess around with. The kid is this season versus Denver is averaging, 27 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So the Nuggets know the intensity that this man can bring. Also, we know in the sneaker department, this man can sell some sneakers. He got his sneakers popping. Lamont says the Nuggets are garbage. I think you might want to hold that note. Out west is a little bit crazy, in my humble opinion, out in the Western Conference, for you to just say that the Nuggets is just trash. They are occupying the number 1 seed at 51-22. Minnesota is tied with Oklahoma City at 50-22 as well. Both teams are in the loss column, all equal, all 3. So things can change tonight in this matchup. So I know that they're going to be looking forward to that. Right now, you got the Suns and the Thunder going at it. Oklahoma City is up. They up by 10, 65-55. So we got to monitor all these things out west, as the playoffs are fastly approaching. I repeat, we got 3 teams tied up in the loss column, and all 3 of them are about to play. 2 of them are about to go head to head. So it's going to be major dividends. So the seedings can very well flip once again. If the Oklahoma City hold on and defeat the Suns, they will be tied with the Nuggets if Minnesota, beats them tonight. So this could get wild. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Nuggets could fall all the way to 3 tonight. It could happen like that. The Nuggets could go from 1 to 3. So I expect this to be a slugfest. I expect these 2 teams to go at it because they know they are looking dead eye to eye. And like I said, Jokic is a prime, man. You're talking about a 7-footer, jack of all trades. Seriously, you can't ask for nothing better than that. Salute to all y'all that's in the building, man. We got Friday night basketball. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to Flight Sports tonight. Appreciate it, y'all. Salute to all y'all in the chat. Shout out my man Basil Carpenter. Shout out Lamont that's in here. There's so many great young talents that's in the league today, and people like Anthony Edwards they are looked at as one of the upper echelons. So as we get into the playoffs, we definitely want to keep an eye on Mr. Edwards. We want to see how good he is, how good he can become. He's definitely ringing a lot of bells. We need to know how he's going to connect with the rest of his teammates, how they're going to elevate their game going into the playoffs, because it's not just about Edwards, even though we know the kind of talent that he is. He's going to need all of his troops to come around him. We don't know the cat situation. Gobert, um, Conley, that he gonna need everybody to step up, especially to go up against a team like the Nuggets, because to get out the West, you're gonna have to see Minnesota. Point blank, period. We got the starting lineups, coming out right now as we speak. Well, tip off is fastly approaching. Put your picks down right now. Are we gonna get a 30 piece from Edwards? Who's more likely to get a 30 piece? Is it gonna be Jokic? Is it gonna be Edwards? Or hell, is it gonna be both? Because it could very well be both. Oh, this is the kind of talent that's on the floor tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I know everybody's excited. We got Minnesota basketball coming up. You already know what time it is. Anthony Edwards. Give credit to the coaching staff as well for both teams, but really Minnesota, because I don't think anybody's seen Minnesota just jumping up the standings. I didn't see this. I didn't see number one seed. A lot of people laughed when the trade was made, but ain't nobody laughing no more. So let's see if they can sustain themselves. Is this just a flash in the pan? They're gonna have to prove it in the playoffs because they look so good in the regular season. Now playoff time, they want to see if you can bring it. I got a lot of more faith, believe it or not, in Minnesota over Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma City, they're a young team. Minnesota, I think they got a better blend of veterans. And I think when they get down to the wire in the playoffs, when teams got to really deal with you for 7 games, possibly. It's just going to be a different kind of ball game, and I think Minnesota is going to be more adapted to that style of play than Oklahoma City. Shout out to my man Rap Guy Reloaded. He says, "Happy Good Friday." Salute to everybody. All celebrating. We know we got Easter weekend. Happy holidays to everybody out there. You already know what it is. We got tip off in minutes. Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Denver Nuggets. We got the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. We got the 3rd seeded Oklahoma City Thunder in action, facing off against the Phoenix Suns. We monitoring that situation. Like I said, the 3 seeds could all flip flop in the blink of an eye, and it could happen as early as tonight. We ain't nothing but a couple more games into the postseason, so every game right now is going to pay dividends. I don't see teams really pulling the plug and resting guys too much because the seeding is just ridiculous. We talk about what's going on in the playing scenario. What's going on up top is wild too. They just jockeying for positioning. It could be every single day from now to the end of the season where the number 1 seed to the 3 seed flip flops. That's how identical their records are. So we got to monitor that situation closely. There's a lot. We got Gordon. Minnesota basketball is about to start. Guys are taking the floor right now as we speak. Salute to everybody that's rocking with the T-Wolves. Put your picks down right now. Who you got in this game? Who you think is going to put up the most amount of buckets? It's going to be interesting to see. Shout out to everybody. It's Flight Sports. And this is an away game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are up in Denver, Colorado. Let's see if they can win this matchup. We'll definitely be monitoring. Somebody says Joker gonna cook. I could believe that. Shout out to Jokic. Jokic is a big problem for everybody. So Minnesota, they got to bring their A game tonight, fooling around with Jokic. They got a lot of credit. Give them a lot of credit, man. And the coaches too, man. That dude Malone, they try to violate Malone, but Mike Malone, he know what he doing. I didn't know Mike Malone was that good of a coach, believe it or not. I thought that his job was on the hot seat. I thought he was gonna go out like Budenholzer, but he ended up getting the chip. Budenholzer got one too, but I thought he was gonna go out like the old Budenholzer. But it is what it is. It's good to have some basketball tonight. Put your picks down. Who you got in this game? We got Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Nas Reed, and Rudy Gobert occupying the starting lineups. Then you have for the Denver Nuggets, Reggie Jackson, KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic starting. So they all got their guys up here for a while. Hold on, what's going on with Murray? We're gonna be monitoring that. We know Edwards came to play. He's on the floor right now as we speak. It look like KCP gonna be taking him early. So we're gonna see the. Let's see from Conley. This matchup with Conley and Reggie should be a good matchup too. We got the Denver Nuggets controlling it. Got Aaron Gordon with the rock right now. Aaron Gordon putting the moves. He's left wide open. He kicks it out to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson gives it to Jokic, back to Aaron Gordon for a major slam. So it's 2-zip right now. The Denver Nuggets are up. Mike Conley with the rock crossing half court, met by Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson picks him up. They kick it out to McDaniels. We got Anthony Edwards, kicks it to Nas Reed for a 3-ball, and he missed it. Rebounded by Gordon. We got Aaron Gordon pushing it up the floor, picked up by Mike Conley to Porter to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson all the way to the cup and is off. Here comes Mike Conley crossing half court. He's shaking and baking on Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. picks him up. They kick it to Nas Reed to McDaniels. McDaniels has it on Gordon in the mid-range, and McDaniels is fouled. He's going to the line for 2 shots. Aaron Gordon took the bait on that play. So that's definitely something you got to slow down. Gordon, he's a veteran player, so I'm actually surprised that he jumped on that fake. But there's only so many, fake attempts before somebody does jump. Yeah, McDaniels, he pump faked the hell out of the ball right there. McDaniels, big time score. This is a home game for the Denver Nuggets. Anthony Edwards and company, they're going to have to bring the A game tonight. McDaniels over the last 4 games is averaging 17 points per game. So he's been bringing it. So we're going to see how he elevates his game headed into the postseason. I got Reggie Jackson with the rock. We got Anthony Edwards on Reggie Jackson. They kick it out to KCP. Mike Conley is all on KCP. They kick it out to Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. all the way to the cup. Good pass to Aaron Gordon. And Aaron Gordon, he could not convert it. We have my man Anthony Edwards with the rock. Anthony Edwards steps into a 3-ball. He missed it. They kick it out. Gordon has it. He's pushing up the floor, picked up by Mike Conley. We got they kick it back to Jokic. Jokic has the rock. Jokic has it. He's surveying the landscape, nearly loses it. And he loses it. Anthony Edwards steals it. Anthony Edwards all the way to the cup, and he converts it. He's looking for a foul. Edwards is on the board. It's 4-2. The Warriors destroyed the Hornets tonight, y'all. And we got a big 3 from Michael Porter Jr. MPJ is 5-4 Nuggets. 10 minutes to go in the first. Mike Conley with the rock. Mike Conley, alley-oop to Gobert, money. We got a big-time alley-oop right there. It's 6-5. We got the score going back and forth right now. It's going back and forth. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson finds Gordon. Gordon pump fakes in mid-range. Reggie has it. He kicks it out to Jokic, posting up on Nas Reed. He hits him with a turnaround. Nas Reed stays with him. They kicks it out to Reggie Jackson, and he misses it. Rebounded by Mike Conley. Mike Conley crossing half court, met by MPJ. Mike Conley with the rock all the way to the cup. He kicks it out to McDaniels for a 3-ball. Corner pocket, 9-5. The Minnesota Timberwolves are up. It's 9:15 to go in the first quarter. We got action right now, ladies and gentlemen. We got Jokic. He has the basketball. He's posting up. He kicks it out to MPJ. MPJ for a 3-ball. Cash. Back-to-back threes. It's 9-8 right now. The Minnesota Timberwolves are up. There's 8:57 to go in the first quarter. Mike Conley with the ball, crossing half court, met by Reggie Jackson. We got a screen coming with Rudy Gobert, another screen coming with Nas Reed. We got Nas Reed with the ball all the way to the cup. Nas Reed scores it, and one for Nas Reed. It's 11-8. Minnesota is up right now. 8:45 to go in the first quarter. Is getting active. We got the number 1 seed versus number 2 seed. We got Western Conference basketball. We got the playoffs coming down the block. God damn it, basketball ain't playing around right now. Nas Reed just coming off 21 points, 9 of 18 versus the Pistons. I'm telling you, if you don't know about Nas Reed, you ain't paying attention. Nas Reed put up, I'm telling you, this man might put up 30 tonight. This is the kind of talent that Nas Reed is, y'all. A lot of people, sleeping on him. MPJ with it, they kick it out to Jokic. Jokic, he kicks it out to Gordon, and Gordon is fouled. So we got Aaron Gordon with a foul. We got Conley. He picks it up. So it looks like Gordon's going to the line for 2 free throws. It's going back and forth right now. It's 8:33 to go in the first quarter. Minnesota is up 12-8. So it was a good basketball right now. The Pistons, they defeat the Washington Wizards 96-87. K dropped 33 in that game. There's a lot going on. Gordon just missed a free throw. It's 12-8 right now. We live up here in Ball Arena up here in Denver. It's going down. It's 8:33 and to go in the first quarter. We got Aaron Gordon. He shoots a second free throw and he makes it. Nas Reed inbound and he kicks it to Conley. Conley has it. He's crossing half court. Reggie Jackson is meeting him. Mike Conley with the ball. He's shaking and baking. He's looking for Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards gives it to Mike Conley. Mike Conley shoots it and he scores. 14-9, Minnesota. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. We got Reggie Jackson with it. Reggie Jackson, they kick it out to MPJ. They find Jokic back to MPJ, and he is fouled. He's going to the line for 2 shots. It's 14-9 right now, 8:10 to go in the first quarter. You already know what it is. Shout out to everybody. It's Flight Sports. We got Western Conference basketball going on right now. You know what it is. Peace and love to everybody. Salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out Daniel. Shout out Rap God, Lamont, my man Basil Carpenter Jr. Put your picks down. Let me know who you got in this game. Who you got putting up a 30 piece, who gonna put up 40. Because we got the guys right now on the floor who could do that. MPJ, he just hits his first free throw. Who's more likely to put up 30 plus? Is it Edwards or is it Jokic? Let me know in the chat. Let's politic. It's MPJ. He scores the second free throw. So it's 11-14 right now. Minnesota is still up. Mike Conley with it crossing half court. Mike Conley has the basketball screen coming with Gobert. Rudy Gobert. They kick it out to McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels has the basketball. Jaden McDaniels kicks it out to Anthony Edwards for a 3-ball. Edwards, he missed it. Here comes Michael Porter Jr. They give it to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson finds Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon putting the moves on Nas Reed. They find Jokic. Jokic with the ball. Rudy Gobert all over him. They kick it out to KCP. Anthony Edwards chasing him around. They give it to Jokic. Rudy Gobert's on him. Rudy Gobert all over Jokic. Jokic posting up on Gobert. Oh, he's looking for a foul, and he didn't get it. Here comes Nas Reed. He gives it. We got Anthony Edwards. He pushing the ball up the floor right now. Oh, my goodness. Edwards with it. He gives it to Conley. Conley, look, they're looking for Edwards. He's posting up on KCP. I'm smelling barbecue chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes Edwards. Edwards in the mid-range, and he missed it. Here goes Michael Porter Jr. They find Gordon. Nas Reed coming up on Gordon. Aaron Gordon all the way to the cup, and he's fouled. The Pacers, they defeat the Los Angeles Lakers 109-90. So it's crazy going on right now. Rap Guy says Edwards is likely to drop 30 first. Let me know in the chat right now who's more likely to put up a 30 piece. Is it Edwards or is it Jokic? Only time will tell. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. We got Western Conference basketball right now. It don't get no better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Edwards. A lot of people are looking at him as like the phenom of the NBA right now. And we got to pay homage. You got his team number 2 out west. I mean, homage got to be paid. That ain't nothing to, we can't just play a hate on that, ladies and gentlemen. That's something we got that requires our undivided attention, ladies and gentlemen. The Western this is the wild, wild west at the end of the day. So for them to be up there, let's see if they could continue, to be that squad that could occupy, a top 3 seed out west, or is this just a flash in the pan? Is this something that we shouldn't expect for much long? This is just 1 year and then they out. So only time's gonna tell on that. So salute to all y'all in the building right now. You already know what it is. It's 14-11. It's 7:06 to go. Gordon, he shoots the first free throw and it's money. the second free throw, pardon me. It's 12-14 to go right now. Mike Conley has the basketball. It's crazy right now. They're looking for Edwards. Edwards with a banger, and he's hanging all on the rim. Pause. It's 18-12. Edwards, that was spectacular. Or is it 16-12? Pardon me. It's 8 point. He got 8 points in the paint to the Denver Nuggets 2. Reggie Jackson, money from 3. You know, Reggie, he good for those. They cut the lead to 1. It's 16-15 right now. Nas Reed, they're surveying the landscape. You know, who knows what's gonna happen right now. Shout out to all y'all in the chat. Here goes Edwards with the ISO. They kick it out to Conley. Mike Conley. 3 ball. Cash is 19-15. That was a big play right there. You know, that was crazy. Give major props to Anthony Edwards. We got, here comes Jokic. Jokic, they kick it out to Gordon, and Gordon, he scores it. Major play right there from Aaron Gordon. It's 19-18, 5:50 to go, 5:55 to go. Here goes Mike Conley. Mike Conley has the basketball. Mike Conley looking for Nas Reed. He finds Nas Reed. They kick it to McDaniels. McDaniels finds Nas Reed. Nas Reed all the way to the cup, and he could not convert it. We got Reggie. Reggie has the basketball. They kick it to Jokic. Point center is in effect. They kick it out to KCP. KCP back to Jokic. Jokic surveying the landscape. They give it to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Oh, Jokic pump faking the 3 all the way to the cup. Jokic just got his stuff blocked. Oh my goodness, this nigga blocked this shit. Good play right there from Rudy Gobert. That was excellent defense. Gobert just swatted him. He violated him. You know, it don't get no better than this, ladies and gentlemen. We got Western Conference basketball. You already know what it is. It's crazy right now. Like I said, let me know who you got in this game. It's crazy, man. It's always good to see Edwards, man, ball out. It's to the point now with Jokic, who's surprised. I'll be all the way real with you. Who's surprised right now with what's going on with Jokic? No one. Nobody should be surprised right now what Jokic is doing. Shout out to Rap God, all y'all in the building. Let me give a quick little synopsis on the box score. We got Jaden McDaniels. He had 5 points. Nas Reed with 3. Edwards with 4. Mike Conley with 5. Wait till they get my man Karl Anthony Towns back. When Cat get back, it's gonna be real. We got out there for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic didn't even do nothing yet. He got 4 assists. He got no points, no rebounds, but he got 4 assists. This is how good this guy is. You know, Jokic could mess around and have 10 assists in the first quarter and have no points. You know, that's crazy. The man got 4 assists, and it's just a little over halfway through the first quarter. And he got, so how many assists you think he gonna have for the game? It's to the point whatever he want to emphasize on, his numbers is gonna be up there. So if he want to score, he gonna score. He want to start facility. It's like he's just playing in his own world. You know, that's Jokic. That's how good he is. You know, I just got to give major props to Jokic, man. Salute to all y'all in the chat, man. Like I said, Daniel, Rap God, all y'all in here. A lot of people saying Ant. Ant is more likely to win. Drop 30 plus. We're gonna find out. Nigga said Jokic. He said Ant probably he going for it. So like, I can see a lot of people feeling like Ant is the guy to do it. But you know, Edwards, if he wanted to do it, he definitely could. Shout out to my guy Marcus Moore with the $5 super chat. He says Timberwolves fan here. Just want to say thanks for live streaming my squad. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Minnesota. You know, get in the chat with us as well. Definitely politic with us, Marcus Moore. You know, get in here and not only, like I said, socialize. Let us know we got some T-Wolves fans in the house. Let us know we got people that want to see Anthony Edwards and company. You know, so we could definitely provide that kind of content for the people. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. Jokic, he tried to get on the board. He couldn't do it. Here comes the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nas Reed has it. They kick it out. Anderson has it. I forgot all about Kyle Anderson. Like I said, they got a lot of nice pieces up here for Minnesota. Minnesota got a lot of good winning players. It's 4:58 to go in the first quarter. So let me know who y'all got to win this game. We got Nas Reed. He hits the first free throw. It's 20-18 right now. 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Unbelievable basketball being played right now as we speak. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards look like he's getting a double screen right now. Edwards, he kicks it out. 3 ball to Morris. He couldn't make it. Here comes Gordon. Gordon has the basketball. Gordon bringing it up. Aaron Gordon shaking and baking. Nas Reed picking up on Aaron Gordon. They kick it out to Jokic. They find MPJ. They give it to Gordon. Gordon all the way to the cup, and he could not. He makes it. Good play by Gordon right there. It's 20-20. Here comes Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson with the rock. He's pointing, directing traffic. Kyle Anderson has it. They kick it out to McDaniels. McDaniels for the mid range, and he makes it. Jaden McDaniels scores it. It's 22-20. 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Jokic. Jokic gives it to Gordon. They kick it out to Jokic, and Jokic could not convert. Jokic still ain't on the board. Here comes Edwards. They find Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson with the rack. They kick it out to McDaniels. McDaniels all the way to the cup, and he scores. It's 24-20. Good play right there for McDaniels. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. We got Gordon with it. Gordon shaking and baking. Gordon kick it out to Jokic, and Jokic, he scores. It's 24-22. It's 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards shaking and baking. They kick it back to Edwards. Edwards has the ball. He's shaking and baking. We got MPJ on Edwards. Edwards, good play. And it gets poked out of bounds. Minnesota holding on to a 2-point lead. There's a great game going on right now with a lot of activity. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody. Shout out to the Minnesota fans. Shout out to all the Nuggets fans out there. We got a lot of good teams. Here comes Edwards from deep, and he missed it. Edwards shot it from like 50. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. Jokic with the rack. Jokic posting up on Kyle Anderson. They kick it out to KCP. KCP, he shoots it, and he misses it. Rebounded by Nas. They kick it out to Edwards. Here come Edwards. Edwards all the way to the cup, shaking and baking. Edwards kicks it out to Kyle. Kyle Anderson all the way to the cup off the glass on Jokic. He did Jokic filthy right there off the glass. 26-22, 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Jokic posting up. Jokic, they find KCP back to Braun. Braun shoots a 3-ball, and he could not convert it. Here comes Nas Reed, and it looks like we got a break in the action. So we got a frenetic pace going on right now between the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's definitely something to monitor. I like what I'm seeing right now from both teams. Both teams are playing pretty good. Just let me know that this game is gonna go down to the wire. They're gonna fight for this game. Nobody gonna let up, and that's what you want to see. That's really what you want to see at the end of the day. Salute to all y'all. Like I said again, shout out to Marcus Moore. Shout out to Rap God. Shout out to Daniel. Salute to all y'all in the chat. That's rocking with Flight Sports TV. On this unbelievable night of basketball. So many things we talked about, the live scores. Let me know if you are paying attention to what's going on in college as well, because there's so much activity going on now in the college landscape. Let me gauge your interest in the college basketball scene. Salute to UConn. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of stories to tell there as well. So let me know if you are paying attention to what's happening in the tournament. I usually don't get too caught up in what's happening in college too much because, like I said, a lot of guys, um, when they when they do come to the NBA, they not really who they supposed to be. So it's hard for me to really get into what's going on in college. I want to see the real deal. At the end of the day, I don't want to see guys electrifying and can't do anything else. I need to see some pros out there, man. Pros. Yeah, we coming back from commercial break right now as we speak. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to all y'all. It's an unbelievable night of basketball. We're in the midst of a commercial break. I want to run down some scores for the people right now. Um, we got the Knicks. They are losing 66-74. They cutting into that lead though. The Sixers, they're down. That game is actually getting pretty close. They playing against the Cavs. I think the Sixers need that game too. It's 89-96. The Bulls losing to the Nuggets. I mean to the Nets, pardon me. Um, the Thunder is putting a hurting on the Phoenix Suns. They up by 21. So you gotta pay homage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sleeping on OKC, but they might be a serious threat. You know, I don't know why I feel like OKC could be had. But they putting the hurt. I don't know what's going on with Phoenix. You know, that's crazy. You know, they let Monty go. I don't know why they let Frank Vogel. They should have got somebody else other than Frank Vogel. That was it Edwards who just scored? It was 28-22. Edwards, it seemed like after that dunk on Collins, his hand ain't been the same. He's still favoring that finger. Edwards got 6 points. It's 3 of 7 from the field. Jokic with the rock. Jokic. I don't know what happened right there with Jokic. It's 28-22. 146 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Denver. They kick it out 3 ball for the Nuggets, and they could not convert. Rudy Gobert has it. Kyle Anderson with the rock. Kyle Anderson, he's shaking and baking. The Nuggets all on him. Screen coming. Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson, he couldn't convert the mid range. We got Jokic with it. He kicks it to Braun. Braun, oh my goodness. Braun all the way to the cup. Electrifying. Morris has the ball after being inbounded by Rudy. Here comes Morris. Morris is looking around. They kick it out to Rudy. Where Edwards touched the ball. Here comes Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, he puts it back up. Good play by Rudy Gobert. Here comes Jokic. Jokic posting up. They kick it out. Jokic back with it. Jokic posting up on Kyle Anderson. Jokic kicks it to Braun. Braun has it to KCP. KCP, he could not convert it. Rebounded by Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson has the ball. He's pointing and directing traffic. Kicks it out to Rudy Gobert, and he scores it. Good play by Rudy Gobert. It's 32-24. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. They already know what it is. Uh, unbelievable play right now. It's 32-24. It's 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shout out to all y'all in the chat right now. Rudy Gobert's at the line for 2 free throws. Is a crazy game right now. I must say. Good play right there from Gobert. Gobert scores it. Minnesota, they up right now. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. We got, pardon me, Jokic has the rock. Here comes Kyle. And look like they picked up a foul. We had Rudy Gobert on him and Kyle Anderson. You got everybody picking up on Jokic. Like you don't know who the hell guard. Everybody trying to guard Jokic. Once he passed one person, here comes the next one. Jokic, yeah, I mean he just doing his shit so effortless. Shit, like he ain't never, he don't like he ain't been doing nothing. That's the crazy part. It's 33-25. It was a crazy game. It was 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got reinforcements coming in the game. 30 seconds to go. Reggie Jackson, he's going to take a seat. Jokic, he scores it. He hits the second free throw. It's 33-26. The first quarter is winding down. Here comes Morris. The Minnesota Timberwolves on the 13-6 run. Edwards, he played the whole first quarter, too. Edwards has it. They kick it out to Kyle Anderson. Edwards, they give it back to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it. 3-ball, top of the key. He couldn't make it. He missed it. Edwards missed the 3. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. Denver all the way to the cup. And Braun, he gets blocked. So they could not convert it in the first quarter. You got 7 ticks of a second. Dude was looking for a foul. Who was that? Watson? He ain't gonna get that foul. You got to be a star to get that foul. That's crazy though. Like certain plays, depending on who you are, the ref ain't gonna blow the whistle. That's a conspiracy. You know, we need to evaluate that. That's crazy because if that was Edwards or Jokic, they would have called the foul right there. Dude fell and everything. I mean, that was wild. We at the end of the first quarter. We at the end of it's 33-26. Unbelievable basketball right now between Minnesota and Denver. We got Anthony Edwards. It don't seem like he getting percolating just yet. He getting there, but he ain't going off. Edwards, he got 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. What we got out here? We got Conley, he got 5 points. Michael Porter Jr., he got 8 points. Aaron Gordon got 9 points. Jokic, he got 4. 1 rebound, 5 assists. Remember, I told you about the assist numbers. Watch these assist numbers, y'all. The man got more assists than points. That's like I said, this is getting crazy. You know, it's getting crazy. You know, Reggie Jackson with 3 points, 1 rebound. Braun coming off the bench with 2 points. I mean, all these things are spectacular if you ask me. You know, this is truly what you want to see. Truly what you want to see. Shout out to the Timberwolves fans. Shout out to all the Denver Nuggets fans out there. You already know what it is. It's crazy. Appreciate y'all, man. It's an unbelievable Friday night of basketball. It just don't make no sense. We're in the midst of a commercial break. So let me know who y'all got winning this matchup, who you got winning this game. Game just getting percolating. Shout out to Marcus Moore again, which will find out in the super chat. Shout out to like I said, rap guy Daniel. Shout out to Basil, who was here. Good matchup, man. Good matchup so far. Like I said, wait till Edwards and these dudes get Cat back. They're gonna really be a force. When Cat get back, they're gonna run it out on them. Sponsored by UBS. Salute to all y'all in the chat, man. Is Edwards? I'm about to say Edwards. Is he iron, man? He don't sit down. Edwards. He finally taking a break. Kyle Anderson putting the moves on. Oh, who's that out there? Oh my goodness, good defensive play. Watson just violated him. That was a wild block right there from Watson from the Nuggets. They got DeAndre Jordan out there. The Nuggets just got nothing but reinforcements. They got pieces, man. They got nothing but pieces. Man. They got a lot of pieces to put on the floor. You know, hopefully everything come together. Good play right there from Watson. They still down. It's 35-26. Reggie with it. They kick it out. MPJ, mid-range jumper from MPJ. He couldn't convert it. Nas Reed rebounds it. Here comes Conley. They kick it out to Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson has it. They kick it to Nas. Back to Mike Conley. Back to Nas Reed. Back to Kyle Anderson. Oh, Kyle Anderson kicks it out to Alexander Walker, and he scores it. Good big-time play right there from Alexander Walker. It's 38-26. 38-26, 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here comes Jordan. They kick it out to Watson. Watson has the ball. They kick it out to Reggie. Reggie has the rock. Step back jumper, mid range. He could not. He makes it. It's 38-28. 10:44 to go in the first quarter. In the second quarter, here comes Nikhil Alexander Walker. They kick it out to Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson has the ball. Kyle Anderson with the rock. They kick it out to Nas. Nas Reed all over Jordan. Jordan just violated him. They kick it out to my man Braun. Braun couldn't convert it. What the hell? Bad play right there. They pushing the ball up the floor. They kick it out to Nas. Back to Nikhil Alexander Walker, and he scores it. Big time play right there from Nikhil Alexander Walker. It's 41-28. And we headed to a commercial break for the Denver Nuggets. They just called a timeout. So you got Minnesota putting pressure on them. And that's something that I want to see from teams like Minnesota, these young teams that are starting to elevate themselves. How much can they elevate themselves in the playoffs? It starts here in the regular season, how you can see how they could pose a threat to the Nuggets. And in my personal opinion, I just feel like the Nuggets just ain't the Nuggets, you know. And this ain't no disrespect. I just don't feel like they are that team of last year where it was fear with the Nuggets. The Nuggets came through with intensity. When the Nuggets came through, they was coming through. They're not coming through like that this year. It seemed like they got fat, you know. They didn't have a little too much to eat, a little too much to drink, you know, so they walking a little sloppy. You know, and they come into this postseason sloppy. Somebody will knock their ass off. You know, they might not put a hurt. Let's say the Lakers make a Herculean run again. You know, I don't think they just walk on the Lakers. You know, either the Lakers could beat them or it's a lot more competitive because, like I said, they don't have Murray. You know, something going on with Murray. There's a lot of things going on where they are not that same threat as they was a season ago. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that. We got to be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. They are not that team, you know. And Minnesota, they listen. If they get Karl Anthony Towns back, and you got Edwards playing the way he been playing, Gobert, and they defending the way they defending. Listen, it could be a problem. And like you see what's going on with OKC. And I'm a firm believer that some of these teams like that. Listen, even though Phoenix might be losing right now to OKC, they are a threat if they get into that situation. I'm looking at Dallas. I don't care that they're at the bottom. You know, the Lakers. These teams are a serious threat. You know, listen, keep your eyes on Dallas, keep your eyes on Phoenix, and keep your eyes on the Lakers. Because those teams, despite their standings, if they get into the postseason, wherever they are, they're going to pose a serious threat. They just need to stay away from Denver. I think Denver beats whoever in the first round. That's why I think the real draw is you want to try to sneak in and get that number. Who knows? You know, because it's going to be so tough. Hopefully the Nuggets could drop to the third seed, and that would be more interesting if the Nuggets could get that third seed. They should want it. You know, nobody should want that 1 and 2 because who you possibly could be playing. The Nuggets might not care, but you might as you get to the tail end, who would you want to face? You know, you might want to face, you know, a team like Sacramento or something like that, or over one of these juggernauts. You know that you possibly could face. They have no business being at the bottom, so it's definitely something to evaluate. Keeping it all the way real with you. We coming back right now. It's 41-28 right now. Shout out to Braun. Look like Braun got hit in the groin by Kyle Anderson. It's 41-28. Who will survive this matchup? We all know the way the Nuggets play. Shout out. It says Ed versus Nuggets playing without Jamal Murray, one of the key pieces of the team. Yes. That's a major problem. If you don't, without Murray, I mean that's a problem. What is his injury status? That's a hell of a question. I'm about to go look into that right now for you to figure out what's going. I know that he's out, but let's figure out is he ever going to come back for the playoffs? Because that's going to be a serious problem if he can't get back. So he missed out. This is his fourth straight, despite improvement. As I'm evaluating, it says Jamal Murray has been ruled out for his game. The winner will hold the top seed in the Western. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The winner of this game will stay number one. It said Coach Mike Malone said Murray was improving, but just not ready to go out there and compete at the level that we need him to. So, I mean, it says, I don't think he will be back on the court before the playoffs start mid-April, Malone said. Oh, what? That's what he said? It says Malone hinted that Murray might also miss the Nuggets Sunday matinee against Cleveland, but said he wasn't worried about his star point guard would be out for much longer. I do think, it's okay, I'm pardon me. He says, I do think he will be back on the court before the playoffs start. Okay. Pardon me, I might have misread that. So basically the plan is he gonna be back ready to go for the playoffs. So I think that's key. It's 42-28 right now. If Murray get back for the playoffs, they should be in motion. He gonna be on the minutes restriction, so it's gonna be a limit to how much he can do. So that's definitely gonna be something to evaluate. He will be limited in what he could do out there. Nas Reed has it. Nas has the ball. Nas all the way to the cup, and he could not convert it. 42-28. Somebody said the ankle is crazy. Nas Reed going to the line again. 42-28. 8:47 to go in the second quarter. Nas Reed shoots the first free throw, and it's good. 43-28. Minnesota hurting the Nuggets right now. I don't know what's going on. They got to step it up. 8:47 to go in the second quarter. We got a good game going right now. Nas Reed shoots. He misses the second free throw. We got DeAndre Jordan with it. Braun has it. Braun all the way to the cup with Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson posting up on. He goes all the way to the cup and he missed it. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. They're playing defense. They kick it out to Nas. Nas Reed, he missed the three ball. This dude Nikhil tried to put it back up. Braun with it. Braun out on the baseline on Mike Conley. MPJ all the way to the cup in the mid-range, and he scores. That was a tough shot. He had a big-time tough shot on Nikhil Alexander Walker. MPJ with 10 points, 3 or 4 from the field. Very efficient, MPJ. Mike Conley with the float. I think MPJ is a guy who could possibly play a bigger role on another team. If you don't remember, he had a back situation when he was coming out the draft. A lot of teams thought that, he was possibly going to go to Chicago. The Knicks, people wanted the Knicks to take him, but people was reluctant because of that back situation. Gordon, he hit a three ball just there. It's 33-45, pardon me. They trying to cut into it. Here goes the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have the rock. Minnesota, screen. Here comes, good play right there. Good play right there from Gobert. 47-33. 7:10 to go in the second quarter. Here comes my man. Who's this one? That's Reggie. Pardon me. Here goes screening with Jordan. Reggie, big time play to Jordan. Good play. It's 47-35. Mike Conley has the rock. Mike Conley crossing half court. Mike Conley screening. Conley moving and grooving. Mike Conley kicks it out. Three ball in the corner. Cash. It's 50-35. And We got a Denver Nuggets timeout. 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Mike Malone, he pissed off. Something don't seem right about the Nuggets tonight. I don't know what's going on. And like I said, Minnesota not even full strength. So I don't know why they down like this. It don't make no sense. They shouldn't be down like that. There's more stain removal, whiter teeth in 3 days. They got all these crazy commercials. They posted out there. Shout out to my man Edward. Salute to all y'all in the chat, man. It's Flight Sports. We got the Nuggets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Whoever wins tonight will take control of that number 1 seed. So it's definitely something to evaluate. It's definitely something to monitor. Edwards, give credit to Adidas. They starting to step it up with Edwards. I don't know if people gonna buy the shoes, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I said, the Edwards shoes ain't getting too bad. They look alright. That might be one of their better shoes. Look like they put a lot of effort into it. Because is it what's the name with Adidas? James Harden. They don't even talk about Harden shoes. Harden shoes don't be getting promoted. Is he with Adidas? I think he is. But nobody talking about his sneakers. Nobody trying to buy his shoes or nothing. I don't know what's going on with his shoes. I'm about to look into James Harden shoes. They just had an Adidas commercial. I didn't even see James Harden in it. That's crazy. These shoes that he run around, the Volume 8s, did they even come out yet? I don't even see these shits being promoted. His shoes is kind of ugly. Looking at Harden's shoes, it says Volume 8s. And it's definitely with Adidas. These shoes, they don't even promote his sneakers. And this shit is ugly. That's crazy. Yeah, this shoe should be out a little bit more than this. I'm trying to make sense of these sneakers. We coming back from a commercial break nonetheless. Salute to all y'all in the chat. They do have a shoes here at Adidas though. The score right now is 50-37. They're trying to cut into this lead. Let's see if they can do it. He got shoes that his shit's sold out. Yeah, that was kind of wild. Well, that got me looking into James Harden's shoes. They say all James Harden sneakers are sold out. That's crazy. I just think they ain't making now. I don't know what's going on. It's 52-37. The only shoes I see them promoting from Adidas is fucking Edwards. Jaden McDaniels, 11 points, 4 from the field. Jokic with the rock right now. Jokic has it. Oh damn, this dude MPJ just walked. They ain't even calling nothing. Oh, out of bounds. Reggie Jackson. Oh, we got Minnesota taunting. Who's that? Why they taunting him like that? Was that KCP? I think that was KCP. It's 52-37 right now. 5:28 to go in the second quarter. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Anthony Edwards with the mid-range jumper, and he scores. So Edwards is back on the board. It's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. We got Jokic with it. Jokic, they kick it out to MPJ. MPJ has the ball. They kick it out to KCP. KCP, oh, what the hell? He just threw something up. Looking for a foul. That's crazy. He almost hurt himself looking for a goddamn foul. He said Grimes out for the season. That's crazy what happened to him. McDaniels with it. McDaniels all the way to the cup, 56-37. Yo, Minnesota is killing them right now. I didn't think they would beat Denver. They're at home, too. Denver is home and they losing like this. They're going to have to get the ball to Jokic, man. Like Jokic cook. This don't make no sense. So the Nets beat the Bulls 125-108. It's 56-39. McDaniels back with it. They kick. Kyle Anderson with it. They trying to do something. Let's see if they can. Let me know in the chat right now if you think Denver can still survive and win this game. It ain't over yet. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. 56-39. Wow, it's 58-39 now. That's what I said. Minnesota, they're not playing. I'm surprised Minnesota beating them like this. Crazy play right there. 58-41. 3:30 to go in the second. They surveying the landscape. They're screening. They kick it out to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards for three, and he couldn't make it. Aaron Gordon with the rock. Aaron Gordon crossing half court. Aaron Gordon kicks it to Jokic. Jokic has the ball, three ball. Jokic, he couldn't convert it. Anthony Edwards has the basketball. Anthony Edwards crossing half. Edwards has it. Edwards, they kick it out to Kyle. Kyle Anderson has the ball. Kyle Anderson, they kick it out to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has the basketball. Edwards surveying the landscape. So Lamont says, I tried to tell you, Flight. About Edwards? Edwards just scored right there. It's 60-41. Let's see if they. I'm surprised they hurting them like this. They thought they was gonna have Jamal Murray tonight too. As I'm looking into as I was looking into what was going on. It's 60-41. Lamont, you said Nuggets being garbage. Yeah, that's crazy. It's 60-41. It's 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Crazy game going on right now. We got Kyle Anderson. He's crossing half court. They kick it out to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, they find Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert has it, and he's fouled. It's 60-41. It's 2:11 to go in the second quarter. Crazy game going on right now as we speak. Something tells me that the Nuggets can still come back in this game. You know, but I'm with you that the Nuggets ain't the Nuggets. He says they are not garbage, but Jamal Murray means that I agree there with you. You know, without Jamal Murray, Edwards and make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports too if you're a Nuggets fan. You know, but I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely tough. You know, without Murray, because Murray almost made them completely unstoppable. You know, so that's definitely something to watch. They're gonna need Murray, especially if they're trying to do what they're trying to do. They're not gonna reach their ultimate potential without Jamal Murray. It's just a little too much. It's just a little way too much. especially this team. They got a lot of young teams too. That's wilding. They ripping and running this year. You're gonna need some. You're gonna need everybody to run around with OKC and to run around with Denver because they're gonna have to play one of them. You know, it's crazy. We're gonna see how good Shea is. Shea might be the MVP. Can the MVP carry them to the conference finals? Seeding is gonna be very important. And it seems like Minnesota, I mean Denver don't give a damn where they fall. But here comes Edwards. Edwards has a shake. Oh, Edwards, oh my goodness. Oh, that was crazy. Now, Edwards just threw an alley oop to Gobert. He was shaking and baking and threw an alley to Gobert. That was a hell of a play. It's 62-43. We got Jokic with it. Jokic has the ball. Jokic kicks it out, and he couldn't convert. Here comes Anthony Edwards. It's 62-43. Edwards has the ball in the mid-range. KCP on him. Gordon, he looking for him, looking like they were. Gordon switched up on him. Edwards put the moves on Gordon. Edwards, oh my goodness, Edwards in the mid-range. Edwards kicks it out to McDaniels, and he couldn't convert it. Gordon has the ball. Gordon got the rock, and Edwards is all on Gordon. And then Gordon just lost it. He was looking for a foul there. Conley has the ball, and he nearly loses it. That's crazy. Salute to all y'all in the chat right now. We got a crazy game right now between the Denver Nuggets and company. Don't get no better than this. $62-43. Here comes Kyle Anderson. They kick it out to Edwards for three, and he couldn't convert. Edwards looking for that three. Time is ticking. They kick it out to Conley. Tries to make a layup, and he couldn't convert it. So it's definitely a wild game going on right now. We're in the midst of halftime. Let me know what y'all think of what we just witnessed in this game. You already know what it is. Halftime is here. We got an unbelievable box score that we could break down. There's a lot to talk about, but we got a lot of action. Salute to all y'all in the chat. Appreciate y'all. It's big time going on between Edwards. He's a hell of a player. I'm not surprised at anything that he's doing, so it's definitely something to evaluate. As you can see what was going on here, the box score is 62-43. Edwards tonight, he's playing spectacular, as you can see. Shout out to all y'all in the chat right now. We got crazy performance.